All right, so I'm going to go through and show you how to solve the two problems that we did together in class. So this is really more for the people who were either absent on Monday or maybe just missed something because they were out of the room. So I'm going to show you how to solve number 3 and number 6. So you may have noticed up here at the top, it says that h equals 3. So for all 8 of these problems, h, which is our variable, is equal to 3. So when we go through and solve these, we have to rewrite them before we can solve them. So I'm going to use my piece of paper, and for all of these problems, all 20 of these problems, you have to show your work. So I would have your paper ready, that way you can just copy what I'm doing right now, so you'll have number 3 and number 6, because you have to have your work for every single problem. Okay, so I'm going to do number 3, and make sure you're labeling all of your problems. So number 3, I'm going to start off by replacing the h with what our variable equals, and for all 8 of these problems, it equals 3. So I'm going to replace h with 3, and then I'm going to rewrite the rest of the problem exactly how it is. So 5 plus 2. Okay, and then we all wrote the steps for the order of operations somewhere on the top of our paper. That way we would have it ready to go whenever we needed it, because we need to use the order of operations to solve this problem. We have 2 operations. We have addition, and then we also have multiplication. Remember, when a number is right beside the parentheses, it means to multiply. So I have 5 plus 2, and then I have 3. 5 plus 2 is inside of the parentheses, and since parentheses is our first step, we're going to do 5 plus 2 first, which would be 7. Now, I taught before that you would drop the parentheses, but in this case, we're actually going to keep them because there's not a sign between the 3 and the parentheses. So we have to keep it there because our parentheses is actually our symbol for multiplication. So 3 times 7 is 21. So number 3 is 21. Okay? All right, and then number 6, it gets a little trickier. I'm going to do the same thing, then I'm going to write it out, rewrite the problem. And this one, because we have a fraction symbol in the middle, we're actually going to need room whenever we're showing our work to write above the problem as well as below. So make sure you've got room above this problem. I'm going to replace the h with a 3. So I've got 3 squared plus 5. And then I have 2 in my denominator. All right, so we are only going to focus on the top of this problem. So I'm just going to cover the bottom with my hand, and we're going to solve it going up. So I have 3 squared, and I have plus 5. If I look at my order of operations, exponents comes before addition and subtraction. So I'm going to do my exponent first. And remember, 3 squared is actually 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. And 9 plus 5 would be our next step, which is 14. So I have 14 as my answer for the top. And then on the bottom, I only have one number, so I don't have to do anything there. So I end up with 14 over 2. And then this fraction line actually means to divide. So this is the same as this. So 14 divided by 2 equals 7. So my answer for number 6 is 7. All right.